Hi everyone, this is Lieutenant Mahone with Trotwood Fire. This month's JPR for the month of April is going to be the ladder setup for ladder 73. As you can see, what we're going to do is we're going to start off working in the cab, and then we're going to proceed to go to the outside of the cab and then work our way around from there. The first step in this process is once we arrive on scene, we put the vehicle in neutral, we pull the air brake, and then we have the aerial PTO switch, and we will engage the aerial PTO switch. And as you will see, Firefighter Giese will walk around to the pump panel. He will open up the door that has the module screen for the bucket itself. At this point in time, he can actually start to deploy the outriggers and get them down to an approximate location that we can work from. Firefighter Giese will take the stabilizer plates out of the cradle, and he will place them underneath the stabilizers at this point in time. He will want to make sure that he goes around to the passenger side vehicle of the officer side of the vehicle as well to do the same thing on the other side. Firefighter Giese has now made it from the officer side after putting the stabilizer pad down, and right at this point in time he's going to make sure that he has his wheel chocks down on the front and the rear of the rear tire. We want to make sure that they're about an inch to an inch and a half away from each side of the tire. After completion of finishing up the wheel chocks on the front and the rear, Firefighter Giese will return back to the pump panel location where he will hit the out and down function and complete the transaction as far as making sure that we have the stabilizers down completely and that they are all the way down. Once they are all the way down, we want to ensure that the lock stabilizer has been placed and that the lock is up in the upright position. At this point in time, we should have upper power, bucket power, and as you can see on the right, there is a panel step lights. He can hit that and make sure that all three of these are green. Panel step lights, aerial spots, and the rung lights. Firefighter Giese will now make it to the control panel box for the aerial operations. As you can see on the levers, there is the retract tower, the counterclockwise, and the raise tower functions. It also has the lower of each and the reverse of each going up in the opposite direction. So at this point in time, Firefighter Giese is going to raise the tower to unbed it from the vehicle. Firefighter Giese is now raising the bucket of the ladder. At this point in time, there's going to be a couple things that we want to make sure that we're aware of. One is going to be the cab clearance, which is going to be initially it's going to be 30 degrees if we have to operate on the very front of the ladder. If we're going around to the front of the truck, we want to make sure that we have a cab clearance of at least 30 degrees. At this point in time, he is moving the ladder around to the ladder of the building. Firefighter Giese will now turn on the on-off intercom switch in the on position. After the intercom switch has been turned on, Firefighter Giese will go to the top, and there is a volume function on the left and a push-to-talk function on the right. The push-to-talk, by pushing and engaging the push-to-talk, it allows members in the bucket to be able to hear from the pump panel. In the bucket, there is no function for push-to-talk.